1 second. Hey, man. I gotta ask you because we've been following this story for a minute. That story about them missing kids in Idaho. What was your thoughts when they finally found the motherfuckers, or they found the bodies on that property?
Man, he had no thoughts. We already knew they did it. It just was a matter of finding those bodies. You know what I'm saying? We knew they did it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, when you think they gonna make that movie though? Cause they gotta make a movie out of this shit. This shit is too. It was a lot going on in this story. Cause we talking from like what? This all started from like Thanksgiving, right? This was like
Shit.
the holidays when all this started,
I
and
think it happened before that,
it
man.
probably did. But man, I think they going
For a long time.
because them people they about to get life in jail because they got too many bodies attached to them. You know what I'm saying? They got like 4 or 5 bodies attached, and you got the
Those other bodies don't count.
you don't think them shit. Them other bodies count. Well,
But they
the
ain't found
lady.
them other bodies. They don't have no proof. They got the bodies, but they don't have no proof. They think that that man killed his wives and all that other shit, but they don't have no proof. But they got
Now,
the bodies of 2 kids, and them
but
two
that's
kids.
enough though. Two
I
bodies
agree.
is enough. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But I think I mean that's enough to probably get life. You know, I mean based on the heinousness of it
You
all. You know
still
what I
have
mean?
to prove that they did it.
They
You
did
know what
prove it. How
I'm
can
saying?
you not
Murder.
prove it?
How can you prove it? Just because you found some bodies in my backyard don't mean I killed them.
So the kids dug their own graves in their backyard. Yeah, they your
Ah,
kids.
see, you missing my point. It ain't about whether I did it or not. It's about what you can prove. You know that. You've seen enough TV and enough court stuff. No
True.
matter whether you did it, it's about what they can prove. And if the burden
See,
of proof is only the fact that we found some bodies on your property, you still gotta prove it.
CP, I see what you saying, but understand this: they found the bodies on they your keys on your property. This is your husband's property. So yes, that's locked. Shit, man, seal that shit. They going to jail, bro. If you can't prove
I ain't
that,
saying that. I'm not saying that they're not going to jail, but to get that real live first degree murder, they need more evidence than find some bodies, dog. You got to have murder weapon. You got to figure out how they died and put the people there. It's a lot to
all right.
murder one.
So let me
Now they'll
ask
go
you.
to jail for whatever because they got a million different things they can tack on
Right,
to that.
right. What
But
you
we
think they
talking
gonna
about
charge
first
him with?
one, the burden of proof is on the state.
What you think they gonna charge him with? Murder two or manslaughter?
They're gonna charge them first of all with some type of wild child neglect stuff because that child
Right,
neglect
right. That's gonna
is
stick.
wild enough to occur you 5 or 10 years anyway. You dig
Right,
what I'm saying?
right, right, right.
It's gonna be some stuff like that. Then they're gonna try to find some evidence, maybe try to get one of them to turn on the other one so they can get a confession or some hardcore proof. But without a confession, without a murder weapon, without any type of evidence, how you gonna say they killed those people? They can say anything. I don't know what happened to the people. I don't know how they got in that grave. You know what I'm
They
saying? I don't know.
could, but it's on your property, and that's all I'm saying. Like if it was on somebody, the next door neighbor property, I would say, man, you gotta, you could argue that shit. But they found them bodies on your property. Which,
B, they found the little girl in the basement. Remember? Remember?
uh,
You know what I'm talking about? The little beauty pageant girl
oh yeah,
that they went
John.
missing. They found her in their basement, dog. Did
Hold,
nobody
who
go
you
to
talking
jail for
about?
that?
You talking about
John Benet
John
Ramsey.
Benet Ramsey? How long ago was John Benet?
Shit, maybe 10, 20
Nah,
years
that
now,
shit gotta
15
be
years.
like 20, 25. We was in school when that shit happened, dog.
Yeah. And those
Yeah,
people didn't go to jail.
they didn't.
They still don't know what happened to that girl, man. I was reading last week trying to figure
But they
out what
still
happened to her.
looking for it though, right?
Now they found her in her
What was
basement.
what was the other? Cause you know what always trips me out is how they never stop looking for white girls though. What was the other girl that got killed like in the Caribbean and the dude Natalie Holloway? They still looking for her, right? And
All right.
I think so. I think cause homie he killed somebody else, right? The dude
No,
that
I ain't gonna fake like I know what you're talking about. I
nah,
don't know what
I
you're talking
think the dude that they said killed her had killed somebody else or some shit. He got locked up, but they never really found out who killed or how she died. She just disappeared one day. You know what I'm saying? So, but they never stopped looking for their ass, and it was another white girl that they never stopped looking for. You know
about.
what I'm
Lacey
saying?
Peterson.
Who? Lacey Peterson.
Lacey Peterson.
Is that the one with the husband?
She was the one that, like, I think she was working for a congressman or something. And at first, they thought the
Right,
congressman
right,
did
right. That
it.
was like in D.C., right?
Probably so. We talking
Yeah,
Congress.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a damn shame. We know all these white women that done got killed. I probably couldn't tell you one black girl that got killed. That's a damn shame, man.
I can those black girls that we just did a show about black girls getting killed.
But I'm talking about, we don't know their names though. You know what I'm saying? They nameless. It's just like you might do a show or two.
Breonna Taylor. We know her name.
She wasn't missing. She got shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
I
missing.
go for that. I
Yeah.
go for that. You know what they said though? I'm gonna tell you some real shit. They said up in the north where it's a lot of Native Americans.
Yeah.
They said Native American women is going missing like shit. They said so many Native American women missing up there that it's an epidemic and nobody's talking about it. Google that when you get off
That
and see how many Native American women is missing. They say it's getting wild as shit.
shit, man. That's what's up, man. We gonna get to our show though, man. Here we go. Man, welcome back to another edition of the RB9 Men Show. It's me, it's always me, B, and as always, I got the homie P with me, man. What's going on, P?
Ain't too much, man. How you?
Man, same shit, different roll of toilet paper. You know how it go. We living in a wild time right now. It's wild as shit over here right now. You got everything that's going on with the social injustice movement. You got the corona surging back again. It's just a wild time to be alive right now, bro. How you hanging through all this though, man?
I can't complain, man. It don't really affect me a whole lot. It's just fucking money up a little bit, but
Yeah,
other than that, I don't go nowhere.
yeah,
I don't do the bar scene, and I don't go to the club, and I don't really go out. I don't have no kids or nothing that's sitting in here with me trying to go to school. None of that stuff. None of it don't affect me. I got another vehicle the other day, and the MVA in them is halfway open and halfway closed, and so
right,
it's
right,
hard to
right.
work shit like that. But like other than that, it don't really affect me none, man. I'm blessed to be here. Can't really complain, and I'm gonna sit tight and wait them out.
Yeah, you see, that's the difference, man. I got kids, so this shit kind of wild, cause you just, you don't have shit for your kids. I mean, you try to keep them as busy as possible, but kids, you always got to be trying to introduce different shit to them, cause they get bored real quick. So we just coming up with new ways, man. Hey, dog, man, I dissected a motherfucking pig, man.
Guinea pig?
Yeah, guinea pig, man. Cut the eyeball, cut. And just like I said, trying to keep my kids busy, man. We done dissected pigs and shit, man. So we was just living in
Ain't
here.
never did that. We went to DC school. They ain't had no shit like that in DC
Hey,
school.
didn't we do that at Jeff though? Man, I swear we did. We dissected something one time, young.
That's that shit.
We
They
did,
had,
man.
they might have had, we might have watched a film on it. They didn't have no materials. Like, remember we didn't have no materials and stuff. We didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? There
Man,
was no horse at the gym, you know what I'm
dog,
saying? One year we didn't even have no gym. Remember, we had to go
we had to
take
go to the wild, right?
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
DC, y'all
hey,
fucked up.
you know what was crazy? Remember how wild that shit was at the wild though? With your man
Yeah, we
Arthur.
was in there with grown ass men and shit, walking around naked with the Joneses out. You know what I'm saying? We in the locker room trying to figure out why these motherfuckers snacking in here. Put a towel on.
Yeah, man. Hey, that shit was wild, man. But on a serious note, man, like I was saying, right now, ever since the death of George Floyd, man, we've been seeing a lot of um, activism and protests going on, and it's been a little more than a month since his death, since his passing, and And we've seen a lot of new bills being introduced on a lot of levels, on the federal, state, and local level. I want to say it's a what 4 or 5 that have been introduced. Now, as far as passing, I want to say only the one involving Breonna Taylor in Louisville was the only one that passed. I think the rest of them have just been introduced, or they passed one house or whatever, however that works on them. But that's what this show gonna be about. Is just some of the bills that have been introduced since the passing of George Floyd and all the racial injustice since all that started. I want to start off with the one like last week they were the House. It was a House Bill 1720, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. It passed the House, but they had another one that got shot down in Congress, the Justice Act. Let me ask you what your opinion is on those. Well, the House Bill number one. Do you, do you have an opinion on what you read on that?
No,
You
I don't
don't.
have an opinion on it at all because it don't. It's cool. I think that it's great that they're making an effort to change the policy that encourages social injustice.
Right.
Until they change the hearts of men, to me, it still doesn't make a difference because these people are still in these positions.
Right.
You got these races that are generationally racist
Right.
for no reason. They don't even realize why they're racist. They're racist because mama taught me to be racist and mama told her mama and so forth and so on. I read something the other day where the dude got racist. He was 33 years old. And he was like, he was a member of the Ku Klux Klan. Like, you're 33?
Right.
In your short time,
You
you
was a
should be
member.
past that by now to where we got to hate you based on the color of your skin. That's just kind of wild to me. It's the
Uh,
color of your skin. By now,
it's
you should know that there are people. It's a human being underneath of their dog. And you telling
listen.
me your only reason of being racist is because you're always racist?
Yeah,
You
that's
didn't have
exactly.
no choice with no black people to be racist.
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying? Like I'm not racist because for real, to be honest with y'all, I haven't had they haven't did me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I've been
Right.
done more by black people than I have by white people, and
But
it's
listen,
because we really grew up around a whole lot of white people. We didn't
true.
grow up in areas where white people were mainstream. At the same time, I was never taught to be racist. My
Right.
father, he grew up in the South, but he didn't. I never heard him say "cracker this" or "hate white dad" or I don't know that. So I don't know being racist.
Right.
So for me as a human being, it's hard for me to justify another person hating another person simply based on the color of their skin, and it's just fucked up. So until you change the heart of men, change all the bills they want to change.
But I mean, I see what you're saying, but I mean, we got to get that shit in writing though. Like for right now, if you going we can sit here and we could talk about people being racist and all that shit, but until we get something in writing on paper that's there to benefit us as black people, we gonna keep running. And a lot of times you gotta watch how they write these bills and shit up, cause the literature in there, they could say yeah, it's the George Floyd Injustice Act, but then they'll add and tack on so much other bullshit that is counteractive to what the original bill was meant to protect or whatever. So now, I mean, just like if you really read this George Floyd Act, it's really it's protection on the federal level, and it incentivizes shit on the state and local level. So, they saying that they banning chokeholds, they banning no knock search warrants, and they also are banning qualified immunity for police officers on the federal level. But they incentivizing it on the state level, which means that on the state level, your ass can still get choked out, and they can still do all that shit. And because all that's gonna do is cut off a couple dollars if they do it. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to stay in tune with what bills are being passed and what they got in these bills, because right now it's all nice and hunky dory to say, yeah, we got an act named after George Floyd. But if you're not really paying attention to what they placing into these acts, then you can still get fucked up out here. Cause they still like just like the. Did you read about the bill out in Oregon? about the Karen Act or whatever. But let me say this before. I am so glad that we have found a word. Who knew that Karen would be the word that would be the equivalent to nigga? I've been
What is it?
saying Karen. Like you want to make
Spell it.
Karen, like Karen, Karen, Karen.
Caring,
No, Karen, like the
like a
woman.
name.
Yeah, the name Karen.
Okay, Karen.
Like you haven't heard like the
No,
white
I don't
women.
know the Karen Act. What's
Okay,
the Karen Act?
it's not called the Karen Act. It's just like the white women that call the frivolous calls about and try to get black people shot up.
That's the oh yeah, they
That's
got a
the
bill for
term.
that.
Yeah, I mean they do got a bill, but that's what they call those type of white women are Karens.
Those are Karens.
Yeah, so the white women is like hot about that shit. They even was like it's called the K word. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow, Becky
Yeah,
don't like that. No.
Becky don't like that shit. Like who knew though? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying this for a long time that instead of trying to prevent them from calling us niggas, we have to come up with something to call them. And who knew it would be Karen? But
Yeah, you
anyway,
heard that before. I remember that.
they
I
passed.
remember agreeing with that. I remember that.
Yeah. But see, it's come to fruition. Like they these white people is like
kinda, cause I ain't know nothing about it. You know
you
what I'm
ain't know.
saying?
Hey, go look it up on Urban Dictionary, dog. But anyway, they passed the bill out, or they introduced the bill out in Oregon, uh, where you can sue the people that do that shit, but it's only up to like $250, which
Small claims court.
yeah. I mean, but it's like for what though? If this person could potentially get me murdered by the police, what is $250? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should be able to sue for much more if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Because
It never happened. They had something in this country called the Salem witch trials, dog. Well, all you had to do was say somebody was a witch, and they take you to court on some trumped up charges and hang you or throw you off a bridge
they
or
burn you at the stake and shit.
this country got a wild ass history, dog. Y'all need to read y'all history
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
Country got a wild ass history right here.
It is, man. But see, that's the thing. I mean, think about it like this, though. When you look at the move, like what we got going on right now, we could learn a lot from the LGBTQ, whatever, movement because they got bills, they got laws in place to protect them. And I think that's where we need to stay focused. We need to stay focused on getting these laws passed, and we got to get them passed in the right way so they ain't got a whole lot of bullshit tacked on to them. You know what I'm saying? Because if we not protected, this shit will continue to happen. Because you got to think, even since George Floyd murder, you know what I'm saying? They still been out here shooting motherfuckers and because what they say, man, 2 people got lynched out or strung up in California, dog. Like, you was like, what the fuck is going on?
Same old thing's always been going on, dog. It's on display right now,
Yeah,
so you're seeing more of it. Before George Floyd, I believe somebody got murdered by the police unjustly every year in this country's history.
right,
It's sad that it takes now for I go back to this again. Like they beat the shit out of Rodney King on camera.
right.
Where's the Rodney King Act? You know what I'm saying? Come on. So that's 20
Right.
years, more than 20 years ago. We still talking about police brutality. So you think, yeah, okay, they put some monuments over, they passed a couple laws, that's gonna stop the police from beating a nigga?
Okay, hold on. Let me thank you for bringing up. What you think about all the knocking down the statues and painting the streets and shit? How you feel
Nothing.
about that?
I think it's nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because
I'm with.
the heart of
Yeah,
man, all they doing is giving more fire to the people that already was racist. They just make them more angry.
I feel.
What we knocking down a statue for? The statue should have never been up in the first place. In what country do you celebrate the losers of a war? In
Listen,
what country, B?
listen,
When does the loser get to tell a story? You telling me we
listen,
got statues up all around this country of generals from the losing side?
listen.
For real?
I say let them fly their flag. Let them keep their fucking statues. Cause I need to know. Cause
I
see,
want to know who you are.
yeah, I want to know where your heart is because
I
I
want to
don't
know who
feel.
you are.
Yeah, cause I don't feel like if you take down these flags and you take down, that even gives them more fuel to say we're not racist. How could we be racist? We don't have any flag. We don't have any statues to show that we racist. No, keep your fucking flag up. See, my thing has always been like, beside each Confederate flag, we need to take by the line and put up a black flag. Everybody got a flag except black people. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to post your flag up, let me put a flag right beside your shit so you know we here too. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be racist? That's
They can
cool.
have their flags. They don't need to have their flags at public events
No,
because this is
hey,
the United States of America, not
listen,
the Confederacy.
listen.
They don't need to be having their racist flags at that track where they racing cars. Nah, I don't want them racist flags in there because I don't care about NASCAR. But if I'm a fan, I don't want to see a racist flag down here. You keep
Listen.
that in the back of your pickup truck. You keep that in your front yard or whatever you want to do. But this is a national event. This is the United States of America, and I do not want to see your racist flag at this event.
Listen, I say fly your flag. I say we bring our flag in there too. You understand? If y'all want to be
Yeah, we
fly
don't
your,
even have no
but
flag.
see,
We got to get the flag
but
first.
but the thing is too. The thing is with that shit, like you have to support Cuz and what he doing. Like if you funnel money into his or you sponsor him and he's able to build a better team, he could become like a Tiger Woods type of dude for that sport. You know what I'm saying? And bring about the change instead of just all around just being like, y'all got to do that. Like, you know, because nobody gives a fuck about him because he ain't winning shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he went on and started winning all the time, yeah, you got an argument to make them take that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose me, then you losing the star in the sport. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you, how did you feel
You don't need
about?
no argument for that, B. This is the United States of America, not the United Confederate States. And they don't need to be flying those flags in public places. You don't need no argument. He don't need to
This,
be
but
good for
see,
them to take those racist flags down at that track.
let
If
me
there were no black people in NASCAR, they still don't need to be having those racist flags in the United States at a public event.
okay.
Keep
Let
them
me
in your yard. Keep
let
them
me
on your car, not at the public event.
okay. Let me ask you this. So why would you say they could keep the statues, but they gotta take down? Well, you saying just at public events?
I ain't really saying they should keep the statues. I'm saying why is there statues there in the first place, B? Who celebrates the losers of a war? There was a war between the North and the South. The
Right,
South lost.
right.
Why are there statues of General Custer? You know what I'm saying? Why is
Hey
Robert E.
man,
Lee got
like
statues
they
somewhere?
say,
Why
man,
is a building named after the losers? What
because
country did they do that in?
because races have integrity. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You are trying to change the mindset that you're never going to change because they have an integrity that most people don't understand. You understand? Like they're gonna always be racist because that's what they was bred on, and they gonna put that shit into their kids, and it's just the ongoing. So that's why I'm saying you always had to get the laws and have that shit in writing because right now this is the time. This is our time to get all the laws and shit that we want or propose laws that we want put in place. You know what I'm saying? If you're not talking to your senators or your congresswoman, then we fuck around and lose it right now. We gotta stay on them right now because right now we gotta get these laws passed, not just introduced but passed.
I
Like
think the argument is bad.
you think
Um,
so?
the reason we won't get a lot of these laws passed is because the argument is bad. They're trying to appeal to against racism. Like you just said, there'll always be racist. That's not the argument. The argument is what country keeps up statues of the losers. That's the argument they should be presenting. They shouldn't be saying, "Oh, they were racist, so let's take them down." They should be going to court saying that don't even make sense. Like who's celebrating the losers of a war? You understand what I'm saying? The arguments for these different things. When you go into a town, you're saying, "Okay, well, he beat a black person to death, and that's not fair." Why is the police beating anybody? That should be the
Because
question. And you got to present it to them in that way because all they're going to still see is color. They don't care. All they're going to say, oh, he was drunk. He was high. He was black. That's not the point. The point is, why is the police beating people anyway?
but you
Police
know
supposed to
what?
be.
But to second what you were saying, when it comes to police and shit, I think we really need to address the hiring process when it comes to police, because
100%.
you can't tell me that this is a national epidemic that's going on. Um, everybody. is hiring people like this, these aggressive ass people. When you can see, when you have psychologists that can write up a test or they can write up a questionnaire and pretty much determine what
Figure
your
out if
your
you racist or not.
right and figure out what your personality traits are. You understand? So you can't tell this is a national epidemic because these people what these type of people in these positions. You know what I'm saying? So if you was to really, as far as the police, you need to address the hiring process. And at the same time, if you black, why not go apply to become a police officer?
I'm gonna take it a little further from you, B.
What's that, bro?
I've said it before. I believe I've said it on this show. Anything in this world that you want to do that's worthwhile, of some importance, you have to have a license for.
Right.
They don't let you practice medicine without license. They don't let you practice law without a license. You can't drive a car without a license. You can't fly a plane without a license. You're supposed to be licensed for most stuff
Right.
that the public has deemed important. My question is, what's more important than raising a child? You let anytime I can't drive a car, but anybody can have a child. So these are the people that's raising these children. These are the people that's bringing more racism to the world.
Right.
I wouldn't go all the way. Let's say, why the fuck? How you have a license to do anything? And the most important thing,
You can just
everybody
willy
can do it.
nilly. Everybody can do
Anybody
it.
can do it. You got reproductive organs, you can do it.
Right. Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Let's address the problem. It goes down to the fact of who is the people that's breeding these races.
Right.
They lost. The Confederacy lost, dog. You need to get over it. Black people is here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. We here to
Hey,
stay.
and I say this too, and you got to understand this too, that half of the white people is black nowadays. Cause there's a lot of biracial motherfuckers out here.
You're not be able to tell who's who
No,
because
bro.
mixing and mingling is going on,
I
dog. And
mean,
it's
have the they losing numbers big time, bro.
black people.
Yeah, they losing numbers big time, bro. Like it's a lot of biracial people out here, dog. And
The Hispanics is gaining numbers and everybody
yes,
else is losing numbers.
yes,
This is going to be the new Hispaniola in
yes,
about 100 years. So
yes.
white people better get used to it. If you don't like it,
Uh,
you better go. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think yeah, it's gonna be New Mexico again, but at the same time, the way white people, the way mixing and mingling is happening, man, it ain't gonna really be no Aryan nation in
Ain't
about
gonna be no
100
more
years.
pure race. Ain't gonna be no more pure race in about
Yeah,
200 years.
yeah. So man, but man, we about to get started with our favorite part of the week, the PAS moment of the week. Here we go. Now PAS moment goes to this man right here. And if you are a connoisseur of porn, you probably know who he is. This is Ron Jeremy. Mr. Jeremy has been accused of sexual assault and rape. How many women? This was 3 women this time? Because he got accused a couple years back by like 3 or 4 women. I mean, it's not funny, but you're too old for this shit, Ron. See, I don't get this. Let me. Okay, what are your thoughts when you saw this story, man?
He too old for that shit, yo.
Let me.
Too old for that shit, dog. He's still raping bitches and shit, dog. Go ahead, man. For real, dog. He was a porn star.
That's
He's
what I
had
said.
had sex with over
Thank
2,000 or 3,000 women. I'm
thank
pretty
you,
sure. I
thank
know
you.
he got at least 500-600 tapes,
Videos,
and that's not to include how much sex he's actually had.
right,
He's still taking pussy, like for
right.
what?
Like you would think.
Over this movie set, you know what I'm saying?
Think
You can just
about it. Like,
sign yourself up for an all-day orgy or something. But why am I groping chicks in the hotel?
listen, man. Let me add. Hold up, man. This, like you said, he is a porn star. He an old school porn. He is an iconic porn star at that. Like you would think over the years you develop some type of decorum on how to, cause your job was to fuck strange bitches.
You would think you wouldn't care much about sex as you do, but
No,
he must be super duper horny, and that may be why he like it like you do.
but your job was to fuck strange bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's your job. That you was just meeting strange women and it was like we about to have sex. So you would think over the time you develop some type of game to approach women with on that level.
How? They
You,
bringing those women to him at that movie thing. He ain't gotta have no game. All they
you
gotta do is be Ron Jeremy and star in this movie.
that's
That ain't
true,
making no game.
but still, you want to be, you want to be civil. You don't want to be like no asshole.
He don't need no game. He Ron Jeremy. He supposed to say, look here, y'all
But
know who I
see,
am.
that's
If
what
you
I'm,
coming or you ain't, if you ain't, I'm gonna go down there and find 10, 15 people that's coming.
and
Because
that's
somebody's
why,
coming.
he catching rape charges just because of that mentality right there. Because at some point, yeah, I'm saying you supposed to. You always gotta butter a woman up. You can't just be like, hey, give me some pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Butter them up a little bit.
is what I did. I created a movie. I wanted to fuck her. I made, hey, look, we doing a movie. And then you can fuck her for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
why am I
could,
walking around hotels, motels,
but listen,
and
Pete,
projecting myself on women that don't want me?
you
My,
not
my,
listening to me, brother. When I'm saying like, yes, he's a porn star, so they set that shit up, but he doing this shit with civilians, dog.
that's why he shouldn't be doing
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to
it.
understand that you are fucking with civilians. You can't approach them on the same level. They not setting this up. So learn to butter them up a little bit. Be a fucking
Nah, man,
gentleman.
learn to not be so damn horny, dog. You done fuck 10,000 women, and you got a movie next week. You got 5 movies next week. You gonna fuck every day next week for your job. Why are you on the side groping people?
Dog, he's 70 years old. He ain't fucking nothing. Nobody wants to see him fuck no more. He looks
Shit, who
disgusting,
the
dog.
last Ron Jeremy movie? I bet he had a movie in the last 2 years.
He looked disgusting. He looked disgusting. He looked
He sure,
disgusting, dog. He looked
sure do.
disgusting.
Sad is
And that's
30
why he's
years.
going to jail for the rest of his life.
Nah, sad part is 30 years later and he can't even get bond. He's sitting over the jail right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He ain't even
yeah.
saved up enough money to make bond.
Hey man, pussy don't pay like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't, how much do a porn star make anyway? I've always wondered that.
Make some money. You can make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to shoot. You can shoot 4 or 5 times a week. You know what
You
I'm saying?
think
You know
they
what I
making
mean?
5,000 to shoot?
A good porn star, somebody like a Ron Jeremy or Byron Long or somebody like that.
Yeah,
Those people, the other people, still making $200 or $300, $400. So $300 or $400 a shoot. You do 3 shoots a week. That's still more money than the average motherfucker might make. That's
true.
decent enough money. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't make nothing but $200 to do it, if you can do it 3 times a week, you just made yourself, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
$600
right,
to have
right.
sex
Just to have sex for a couple minutes and shit,
for
right?
a couple of minutes. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You do the
yeah,
math.
yeah. But I mean, I just don't think they making 5,000. Well, he probably is. But
Ron Jeremy and one of them is making $5,000 or more a shoot, you know, because you
right.
got to think a lot of times they be the producers of the shit too. You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying.
He been making all movies for years.
That's what I'm saying. Like you making your movies, and I get it. You got to do the casting couch shit, right? You got to do that, but at the same time, why are you fucking with people half your age, b? Just get you an old
Because he
ass.
got eyes, dog, and he knows that
Nah,
they looking
man.
better than they looking
Listen,
at 80 years old. You telling
listen.
me when you go to the mall, you looking at 80-year-old women?
If I'm 70 years old, I'm fucking with
You gonna be
me.
at the mall looking
Listen,
at other
nah.
80-year-old women? That's what you telling
Listen,
me?
P. Let me. Oh, here we go. If I'm 70 years old, I'm gonna find me a 50, 60-year-old soldier that I know I can do anything with. Because at I don't have the energy to be fucking with a 20-year-old at 70. Look, I want somebody I know I could piss shit on if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta know she a soldier. I don't need strange pussy all the time at 70 years old. I need somebody I know that's a soldier for me, and that's what we gonna do. And she
But here's the thing, though,
understands.
B. We're talking about looking. We're not talking about
But
who you trying to be involved with. We talking about you 80 years old. You telling me you thought that 80-year-old body looked like that 25-year-old body?
but
Come on,
see,
dog. We're talking about looking. We ain't talking about doing nothing.
but you gotta control your creep though. You know what I'm
You
saying?
do.
He don't
And
have
you
the
need to
control.
control his
He don't
creep.
have control of his creep, and that's the problem. Like you feel like you gonna look and touch. Nah, that's why I'm saying you can look at all you want, but if I'm really trying to get some ass, I'm fucking with somebody that's a soldier.
Listen to this. This is 2018. It says for a typical male female sex scene, the average actress compensation is typically between $800 and $1,000.
Okay.
Top tier female performers, however, can earn as much as $1,500 and $2,000 if they're among the industry's most sought after.
Right.
That's good money, dog.
Yeah, that's good
He
money.
had some money saved to get his ass out of jail.
Yeah, but he's 70 years old. I mean, yeah. I don't know. But the
You don't
porn.
got no money. If you gonna be groping and doing crimes and you don't have no bail money, then you deserve to sit
Nah,
there
nah. But
and
you
rock.
gotta think though, he was fucking when it was on videotape. He probably don't understand this new digital shit, no. But I'm sure he got somebody. I don't know. But
Man, that man be making movies. I bet he got a movie in the last 2 years.
but hey,
He's a born star. I ain't got nowhere.
he not go. He not making no more movies though. But man, I hope.
Nah, he'll be making a jail movie.
Yeah, that's
That's
about
about
it, bro. But man,
penitentiary chance.
listen, man, get your life together, John. I mean, Ron, because you can't be raping people at this age. At 70 years old, you're supposed to be
I know
past
who
all
that
that shit.
70-year-old man rape him anyway, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where's
Yeah,
your pepper
man. Yeah.
at, baby girl? Where's the
he
switchblade?
said,
Where is your
he
brass
said
knuckle?
you need to go to the gym,
70-year-old
right?
man, you know what I mean? You had to kick him in the nuts or something, man. What you doing? And I ain't trying to, glorify rape or,
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying, make rape
Defend
seem like it's
yourself and
not a
shit.
serious situation. That's very serious, but you better take care of yourself. I ain't letting no 70-year-old man. Man, go ahead, man.
Man, for real though, man. But like we say all the time, man, whatever you do, be smart and just don't be stupid, man. Cause sometimes when you see a creepy ass old man approaching you, you need the situational awareness, man. Understand where you at and what's trying to happen.
I want to know where did he rape these women? Because I saw like what is you doing in the hotel room with a porn star? You what you thought was going on in there?
That shit
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
matter.
Like he just out of a van or something. You know what I'm saying? You know who this person is? It's 75 years old,
It
Ron
don't.
Jeremy.
It don't
No
matter.
mind. I'm
See,
trying to figure out where did he rape you at?
all that matters is that it was three women with the same fucking story. He going to jail for the rest of his life, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
hope,
over.
I hope if he didn't do it, he beat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping
He
that
not gonna
it's
beat that shit. He got. You know
crazy
what?
type shit,
Nah. He beat that shit a few years back, and he should have set his ass down. He did an OJ move and fucked up
He did a
again.
Bill Cosby
He
move.
going to jail. Nah,
He
you
did a
know what I'm
Bill
saying? Like
Cosby.
if listen, man, if you beat them charges one time, you need to go in somewhere secluded and don't ever come back out. Like,
I agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like if when he's going to jail for the rest of his life because you fucked up. This the second time they done hit you with this shit.
Nah, because he's 70 and he don't have a 10 or 15 more years left anyway. You know what I'm
True.
saying? That's why.
If
Rest of his
you
life ain't
right.
but 10 or 15 years anyway.
Absolutely, but he gonna spend the rest of it like in jail. So man, rest up, man. So you gotta
Shit, ain't a whole lot else to do in jail but rest.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't look like the lifting weights type. He
But
might get
man,
off on some of that homosexual sex because I'm pretty sure he probably been in a gay movie once or twice. Because all of
probably.
them get gay every
Yeah.
once in a while. You know what I mean?
That's what their job is. Your job to fuck, so you gotta get gay sometimes, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So hey.
That's just a tough ass job, dog, because I ain't with that gay for myself personally.
But
That's for
you
me. You
know,
know what
some
I'm saying?
people
Everybody else, that's fine with that. Do what y'all do. But as for me, I ain't even really get with it. Keep your balls away from me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Buy your
Okay,
shirt
let
off.
me
Keep
ask you
your shirt
though.
back.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Is slapping balls gay?
Like two dudes,
Yeah, like nah, like if you DPing somebody, is that gay?
not gay, but I still don't want. I don't want your balls touching my balls. You know what I'm
But if
saying?
you
Like when I see
put
those movies and the
you
girls be having two dicks in them all at
yeah,
the same. Like, oh,
that's not
it's
is that
nasty.
gay?
What it is in
Is
there. That's
that
nasty.
that's gay?
It's just nasty. I personally just don't want. I can't say it's gay because I tell you, gay is when you're intentionally wanting to do homosexual stuff.
Right.
I can't say, we're working on this woman, so it's not really gay, but at the same time, I don't want my penis that close to nobody else's penis
Fair
to
enough.
where they're touching. Like,
Fair enough.
our penises should never be touching, dog.
Fair enough.
Never. Because I don't really want more than a handshake and a hug from you. So
But
put your shirt
but
on, your balls away from me.
okay. Now let's say they like, man, P, we got this $5,000 for you to smack balls. It's gonna be a girl involved, but y'all gonna be
I held
smacking
my
balls,
balls. I
huh?
held my balls. I held my balls.
I hear you, bro.
I held my balls inside because I didn't want my balls touching his balls, dog. I told him I'll do it, but I'm not. My balls can't touch his balls, dog.
Okay.
For my
So,
balls to touch his balls, I need an extra $5,000 because I don't want my balls touching his balls.
but see, that's when they gonna be like, get out of here. We got somebody that's gonna do it for 200.
Hey, it's 2 or 3 movies where I don't have to do no ball touching. They say it's 1-on-1. I'm gonna go do these 1-on-1s.
Fair enough.
I mean,
And there
it's
you
enough
have it.
1-on-1s,
This is Peter Porn Star.
Hey, he don't want his balls touching no other man's balls.
Hey man,
And
that's
that's
your
what I
job,
like.
man. If your job is to fuck, then you gonna have to smack balls with somebody eventually, man. It's just
I
it.
tell you, it's
That's
a blessing that ain't my job, dog, because I just don't want my balls in coming in contact with nobody else's balls. You know, like when we run threesomes and stuff as a kid, he wasn't really doing all you
yeah.
know what I'm
You was
saying?
just you, but you
Somebody in
was
the back
happy.
end.
But you gotta think, you was just happy to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's not your professional gig. You know what I'm saying? So when you start getting into like the professionalism of it, you gotta be professional about it. So if we gotta smack balls, we gotta smack balls because we're professionals.
You need to find yourself another job, dog. I've had
I
jobs.
agree.
By the time they start talking about stuff that I don't want to do, depending on what it is, I'm like, you know what? This probably ain't the job for me
Cause
because
you
I
got,
ain't doing
but you gotta think, you gonna start off 1-on-1, and then it just you go deep into the rabbit hole. By the end of it all, you done did
that.
the Confederate porn and shit. You getting pissed on and shitted on. You just go deep
And
and
that's
deep
cool.
into that shit, man.
No, our balls ain't touching. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that. I don't want to be in
Fair
that
enough, homie.
with
Fair
no
enough.
dude. I hold my balls to the side. I'm gonna hold my balls.
You
So
gonna
my
get them
balls
taped up. But man, hey, just know whatever y'all do, man, don't be stupid.
be
Stay
safe,
safe.
man.
Stay safe out here during this pandemic.
We tell y'all, man, last thing, man, y'all be safe, man. Sexually transmitted disease is out there, man. Every other commercial is about some, you know what I'm saying, HPV.
Yeah.
You know, we got everybody's got herpes. You got to get this medicine on that. And watch out, dog. You know, that's what they made rubbers for. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. It ain't that much goddamn better that I risk my life over. Yeah.
Listen though, check this though, and that's funny you said that shit. Cause right now everybody tied down in the house. There's a lot of people making babies right now. You know what I'm saying? Them abortion clinics is booming through the roof right now. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, man, this ain't the time for you to be making no babies, man. Cause your baby gonna be born having to live inside of a bubble for a little bit. So if you
If
could
you
just,
even had your baby born, dog, you know,
yeah,
they got the quarantines. For real, you thought at this time with the job uncertainty, with the
right, right,
economy uncertain, with
right,
the hospitals uncertain. Right now, let's have some babies. That's the
right.
smartest thing we can do.
Pull
That's
the
why. That's why people need to be tested.
right.
You know what? Let me shut up, man.
We
I don't
gonna
have
we
no
gonna
kids.
we gonna get into that maybe next. Let's
Me,
do a
dog.
show about that, man. We gonna do a show about that next week. Fucking during the pandemic, the do's and don'ts. All right. So until the next time we see y'all, man, y'all be good and don't be fucking stupid. That's all we ask. Peace.